Hey guys, it's your boy Kenny Boulder. I know it's been a while here, and this video is going to be a video about the next NFL season for 2023. And as you know, guys, I'm a big football fan. I love football. I love me football. So we're going to make a quick tier list right here, and it's going to be a good time. So obviously, this is a tier list. I just found it, NFL 2023 tier list. On top, you have the Super Bowl favorites, Super Bowl contenders, playoff teams, potential wild card teams, missing playoffs, mediocre at best, young but intriguing, and first pick contention. So off the bat, obviously this tier list is my tier list. I'm not trying to be biased here. I'm just trying to use my amazing knowledge of football to get to let you know what's going to be happening. And right off the bat, as a Broncos fan, I'm going to put the Raiders right at first pick contention. Because, one, they have arguably one of the worst coaches in the NFL with Josh McDaniels. And, of course, their starting QB literally is Jimmy G, who is, in my opinion, never healthy. So, I don't think they have a good chance at doing so hot this year. Because McDaniels is a fraud. He's not good. Obviously, they overpaid him, and they kind of fired him because he's like they're gonna be the head coach for the next 2 years. So first pick goes to the Las Vegas Oakland Raiders. So that's my hot take right there. And we have all 32 teams here. So first pick contention, Cardinals. I'm sorry, Arizona. I think the Cardinals are like a sinking ship, personally, because Kyler Murray is he's not gonna be the best quarterback in their system. I mean, they fired their head coach. They're obviously in a rebuild. I mean, they have name me one wide receiver from the Cardinals, because Hopkins ain't there anymore. So I think the Cardinals are gonna be a bottom 5 team this year easily. Yeah, that's just my opinion. They don't have the tools for a successful franchise at the moment, and they're definitely a sinking ship. First pick intentions, I'm gonna say, woof. So there's a lot of teams here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's be honest. When your quarterback is either gonna be Baker Mayfield or Trusk, right? That's his name, right? Something Trusk, Buccaneers, QB. Oh, it's Kyle Trask. My bad. That's pretty bad. I mean, I'm not gonna like Baker Mayfield, Kyle Trask. You are gonna be a bottom 5 team. Sure, you have Evans. You got some decent wide receivers from that Super Bowl run, but you don't got Tom Brady anymore. And I think the head coach for the Buccaneers is, he's a placeholder. He's not going to actually do anything significant. So, number 1 pick contention goes to the Buccaneers as well. Other teams. I mean, I don't know where I'm going with this. I mean, let's just start with, I guess, the Saints. Yeah, I think the Saints, they're a mediocre at best team. The Saints are a mediocre at best team because, for one thing, who's their QB? Their QB is Derek Carr. I mean, Derek Carr is a decent quarterback. At one point, he was the most paid quarterback in the NFL 5 years ago. I think they aren't as terrible, but they're not. I think they're mediocre at best, though. Just because, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, maybe they could be missing the playoffs, I guess. I think I might put them between these two spots. Just because, they have some good tools. I mean, if Kamara is around as a running back, I think they can do a good job. But, I mean, he's going to be suspended for, half the season. So, I think they're going to miss the playoffs. And that's why I'm going to put them there. Texans. I think they're young but intriguing. Their quarterback's not that bad. This is your hot take from Kenny Boulder, is that I think C.J. Stroud is going to be all right. I think he's going to be a serviceable, pretty good quarterback. First pick overall this year for the draft. I think they're young and intriguing. You know, there's potential there, and I really like their head coach, DeMarco. He was a potential head coach for the Broncos, and we didn't get him. But I think he is, you know, like, there's a lot of potential in that franchise for the next 5 years when they're rebuilding. I think the Bears are trash, dude. I'm sorry. Like they are literally a bad team. I mean, Justin Fields, like, he's good. He's a good runner, but I don't think he's like. I think he's gonna get 10 more interceptions this year. You know, like I'm sorry, Bears fans, but I don't think they're gonna do a hot job this year. I think they're gonna get another first, you know, top 5 pick overall. So I just don't think it's their year with the Bears. What's a new team? The Colts. Oh, dude, I love Gardner Minshew. You know, and I know they just drafted a Richardson. I think they are the definition of mediocre at best. Because Taylor is like a legit top 5 running back. And if he's healthy and he plays, like, he can easily be like a top 5 running back. So I think they're going to be mediocre at best because they're in a rebuild year. I mean, they just fired their head coach, so they have a new head coach who's like their first year. And overall, like, I don't know, man. I just think they're not there yet, you know? They're going to be mediocre. I mean, you know, they had Jeff Saturday as their head coach last year for like 5 games, and he blew one of the biggest, like, points leads ever against the Vikings. So I think they're gonna be mediocre at best, especially with raw QBs. Yeah, no, I just, you know, and again, I love Gardner Minshew. I'm a big Gardner Minshew fan. I love the stash, but I think they're gonna be mediocre. Next, the Browns. I think they're gonna be mediocre as bad as well. I mean, that defense is good. That's a good defense, you know. Myles Garrett, dude, he's rocking, man. He's obviously, in my opinion, a top 10 defensive player, but like Deshaun Watson is I think hot garbage, overrated. I mean, he was really bad last year, and I think this Browns team is gonna be not that good this year, just because of a lot of reasons. I think that they kind of hit like that the ceiling last year, and you know, I'm rooting for them to fail. I'll be honest with you. I think everyone hates the Browns now, and I'm definitely not a fan of Deshaun Watson, and I think they're gonna be just mediocre at best. Let's see, Commanders, Washington Commanders. So, you know, Dan Schneider's gone now, and I don't know. I mean, I don't even know who their QBs are. Let's see, Commanders QB is going to be Sam Howell, Jake Fromm, or Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, no, they're going to be, I think, a first pick contender. Dude, it's the Command. Okay, like, you know, the culture is pretty damn good. No, the Commanders have a new owner. I feel like, you know, last year they kind of didn't do so hot, but like Sam Howell, like, who is he? Sam Howell is a 2022 5th round pick. So yeah, that's not pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, top one easily contention. I mean, I'm just being real with you right now. All right, next teams. We got a lot of teams here. Let's do the Jaguars. Obviously, they were in the playoffs. They kicked out the Chargers. Delicious. I love Doug, Trevor Lawrence, touchdown Trevor. Pretty good. I think they're going to be a playoff team, like hands down. I think the Jaguars are a really good AFC South team. I think they have a lot of potential. They are really, really, like, the ceiling's up there, and you know, like, Trevor Lawrence is legit, man. I mean, what do you want me to say? Trevor Lawrence is pretty good. I think Trevor Lawrence is pretty good. I think they're going to be rightfully in our first area for playoff teams in general. Falcons, I think they're going to be first pick contenders. Like, dude, the Falcons last year were so bad with Marcus Mariota. And I think they have, like, who is their quarterback? Desmond Ridder. Yes. Dude, Desmond Ridder is their quarterback. Oh, God, yeah. Taylor Heineke and Logan Woodside. So yeah, no, they're first pick contenders easily. They didn't fire their head coach, and like they're in a rebuild, and they have like no talent. So yeah, they're first pick contenders for the Falcons. L.A. Rams, Los Angeles Rams. So they didn't make the playoffs. All their players were injured. I think they're gonna miss the playoffs again, straight up. I think they're gonna miss the playoffs. I mean, if Aaron Donald's like around, if I mean that contract with what's his name, Rams QB is Stafford. If Matthew Stafford's like healthy all year, maybe I still think he's not gonna be healthy. You know, I think he's gotten his ring and he's happy and he's like, coach, not feeling so hot. I mean, Sean McVay is contracted for like another 3 years, but like, I don't know if he's gonna stick around after this year, man. Like for real, it's the Los Angeles Rams are not gonna get into the playoffs. That's my hot take. Just because I think they have a lot of holes, a lot of injuries, a lot of their core is getting old. You know, like they don't have a young, good core. They're old. Yeah. Steelers with Kenny Pickett, Captain Pickett, and a boy, Kenny Pickett. I think they're a potential wild card. Because the Steelers have a head coach who's like Mike Tomlin is like, he has like this energy, man. He's just like, he doesn't have losing seasons, dude. He just doesn't. And obviously like TJ Watt. TJ Watt's healthy, man. Like, that Steelers defense is good. It is so good. Like, straight up, I think the Steelers have a pretty good defense. Kenny Pickett, I mean, last year was his freshman season, and they have a winning record. I mean, they're really close to getting to the playoffs. I think they were in the playoffs. I'm not sure. I don't remember anything. Yeah. So, I think they're a potential wild card team in general. Like, they'll have a winning season easily. Because, yeah. Panthers! Alright, yeah, no, they are young but intriguing. I think them hiring Frank Rich from the Colts is a good move, but they're gonna have like a new team. Like, I think the Panthers, like, who's their quarterback? Their quarterback is Bryce Young. I mean, I think Bryce Young is pretty good. I think he's a promising, top 3, like, QB in that draft class, but I don't think they're going to be able to turn things around. Like, I think they're young and intriguing, and like they're like the Texans, I think they're in the right direction, but not in the right this is not their year. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not their year. Just because I don't think they're ready. Next team, let's do the Dolphins. So if Tua is healthy, because I think Mike Daniels, dude, he's from Colorado, man. Gotta represent. Mike Daniels from Colorado, dude. That guy's from Colorado. They're a playoff team. Yeah, just hands down. I mean, I think Bradley Chubb is amazing. They hired one of the best defensive minds with Vic Fangio this year. Like, I wanted Vic to come back to Denver, but obviously we didn't get Vic. I think the Fins are gonna be a playoff team. Because they got a really good defense. I mean, if Ramsey's healthy, I saw somebody that says Ramsey's injured. If Jalen Ramsey's is Ramsey Jalen Ramsey, is he injured? Yeah, he got carted off 3 hours ago. Okay, maybe they're not gonna be the best playoff. I'm gonna still leave them, even if Jalen Ramsey's injured, as a playoff team, because I think they're still a good team overall, But if Jalen Ramsey's like injured, dude, like, damn, that sucks. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, no, if Jalen Ramsey's injured, dude, that's woof. Let's go to the Chargers. I think the Chargers are a potential wild card, and AFC West is really loaded. I mean, dude, he's got the bag. The Chargers QB just got the bag. He's like the most paid quarterback player in the NFL right now. I mean, yeah, no, I think the Chargers have a chance. What's the Chargers QB? Shoot. Chargers QB is Justin Herbert. Yeah. I think Justin Herbert is going to carry this team to another playoff. If Jace, wait, what's Chargers? Mosa, not Mosa. Defensive player. If Nick Mosa, yeah, Nick Mosa, right? Nick Mosa. What's his name? Dude, I'm bad with names. I'm so bad. Bosa? Okay, Joey Bosa. If Joey Bosa's healthy, I think the Chargers have easily a top 10 defense. I mean, they have Khalil Mack. Like, they're a good defense, but they also are prone to doing Charger things like choking during the playoffs and somehow losing to the Broncos during regular season games. So, yeah, I think they're going to be a playoff team. Or, sorry, a playoff wild card team. I think they're going to be a wild card team. That's my hot pick. Let's do Tennessee Titans. So they got Hopkins, Ryan Tannehill if he's healthy. I think they're a potential wild card team. I mean, King Henry is one of the best running backs of our generation, and he's been injured lately. So if King Henry's healthy, if they actually have a quarterback like Ryan Tannehill, Hawkins is going to be there. I think they're going to be a potential wild card team. I don't think they're going to be the best wild card team, but they're going to be competitive. So I think they're going to be competitive overall. I have to go over the Chiefs. You know me. I hate the Chiefs. I think their mascot is, a little rough, I'm not going to lie. Native American symbols and in American politics and sports events, I just think it's a little dicey, man. I think they're Super Bowl contenders. Maybe not favorites because they just won this year, but I think they're contenders. I mean, Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league right now. Real recognizes real. I have to acknowledge that as a Broncos fan. He goes to Mile High, we go to Arrowhead, and he wins every time, man. We've been losing against him forever. So, the Chiefs, I think, are contenders. Let's talk about the Jets. The Jets, dude. So, the New York Jets, I think they're a potential wild card team. I think they're a wild card team because, A-Rod is taking a pay cut, He took a $30 million pay cut so that the front office can build around him, and I'm sure to make some money for a Devontae Adams trade or something. I don't know, man. I think the Jets are a wild card team, even with Nathaniel Hackett, because they are they're a good team. They got a lot of good players, and their wide receiver core is good. They got the Sauce man. He's pretty good in defense. Dude, they're legit in a lot of ways. They just need a quarterback. So I think Mike White isn't going to be the quarterback anymore, which is sad, but Aaron Rodgers, man. So next, I'm going to do Cowboys. I think they're a playoff team. Dak Prescott is a good QB, and even without Ezekiel Elliott, I think Tony Pollard's pretty good, man. They have a really good defense. Dude, they're defensive. What's his name? Defensive player. Cowboys. What's his name? Micah Parsons, man. He top 5. Top 5 in his position. Top 10 overall is what I'm trying to say. He's legit. And they just gave a fat contract to Trayvon Diggs. So Trayvon Diggs got a big contract. And he's a really good corner, man. So I think the Cowboys are a playoff team. They're gonna do good things. I just think they're gonna choke though. So that's why I don't put them Super Bowl contenders, because I think they're gonna choke, dude. They always choke with McCarthy, and yeah, first, second round exit, dude. Cowboys choke. New York Giants. I think they're gonna be a wild card team this year. I think this whole business with Barkley is gonna be nasty. He's gonna play through the franchise. I think they did a contract, and he's getting $12 million, which is insane for a running back of his caliber. But if he's healthy, man, I think the Giants are a good team. I know they did a really, really good this season, but prove me wrong, dude. I don't know about Daniel Dimes, dude. Daniel Jones. I don't think he's that of a good QB, but if Barkley's good, man, they'll go places, dude. That's my humble opinion on the Giants, that they're a playoff wildcard team. They'll have a winning record, and yeah. Let's do the Broncos. So as you know, I'm a Denver Broncos fan. I love the Broncos. Been watching Broncos for all my life, and this is my honest assessment. This is my honest, humble opinion, is that we are going to be a wild card team. Just because, even though we have a new head coach with Sean Payton, we haven't really changed our roster, and maybe that's not the best thing, because we keep, like, I don't think we have a good, like, yeah, we improved the O-line, but our defense, I mean, we lost our best, like, coach, you know? Our coach ran off, dude, so I love Vance Joseph, you know? He is a good guy. I watch Hard Knocks, Vance Joseph in Hard Knocks, but I don't think he's the same caliber of coach as defensive as Evero. I think losing Evero is really bad for the Broncos, and Vance Joseph is not a good suitable replacement of him. And other than that, I mean, if Javonte Williams is healthy with a good running back, if Bowles is healthy, our O-line's like, I think, top 10. But, I mean, Russell Wilson was the most sacked NFL QB last year. And we didn't have a lot of pieces for our wide receiver core. I mean, Cortland Sutton was on the chopping block for like half of like this offseason, and we still have him. So, I don't know, man. I'm hoping for the Broncos. I want a winning record. It's been 7 long years, man. This sucks. I want to win. And I'm hoping we make it to the wild card. This is my copium. I think the Eagles, I'm going to do the Eagles. I think they're Super Bowl contenders. I don't think they're favorites, just because they lost a lot of head coaches. I mean, they didn't lose their head coach, but dude, the defensive and offensive coordinators are gone. You know, like you lost a lot of talent from the Super Bowl hangover, and I still think they have a lot of potential. Jalen Hurts is amazing. He's a good quarterback, you know, and I think they're contenders still. I still think they're contenders. I don't think they're favorites, but I think they're contenders. Which brings me to the Bengals, who I think are the favorites. I'm saying this because I think they got, man. This year might be their year, finally. I think Joe Burrow is like, he's legit, man. He's easily going to be probably one of the most highest paid NFL players soon. If not like this year, next year, he's going to get paid like so much money. And I think he's going to carry this Bengals team to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl, and they're probably going to win it, maybe. Just because I think it's their year. Like, you know, orange teams recognizes orange teams. And I'm all about the Bengals winning and beating the Chiefs, man. Like, thank you. So hopefully they get their act together and they actually go through it all. Vikings. So I'll be honest, I think Vikings are going to be a playoff team. Even though they've choked, even though they're like, you know, Captain Kirk is kind of a funny dude. I mean, they got a lot of potential this year, and I know they're losing their running back, but I still think they're pretty competitive, especially against the Packers and that division. So I think the NFC North, even though the Packers, I think the Packers are gonna they're a wild card team. I think. I mean, their head coach staff is pretty good about players, but I mean, Jordan Love, is he the guy? Is he the guy though? We'll find out. So I think Jordan Love is a serviceable QB. We'll see if he's the QB. So I think they're a potential wild card team. 49ers, I think they're a playoff team. They're just that good. They got a lot of depth. Christian McCaffrey, Debo, I mean, you name it, dude. That's a good team. I don't think they're contenders because they don't have a quarterback that's like, I mean, Brock Purdy, that was hype, dude. Mr. Relevant, dude. Mr. Relevant. Brock Purdy. But, like, I mean, will Brock play the whole season, Because quarterbacks in the 49ers are, like, rare. And by rare, I mean like rare serviceable. Because like they keep getting, what? Trey Lance, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy. One of them has to be okay, right? So I think they're a playoff team. The Patriots, I think they could be mediocre at best. I hate the Pats. I've been a long time Patriots hater. I think they're gonna be mediocre at best. I think Mac Jones is not the guy, and Belichick is just—he's playing on time that is running out. Belichick is gonna be playing with less tools than he's ever had, and Mac Jones is not the guy. Put in Bailey Zappi, why not? They're basically the same person. I think they're gonna be mediocre at best because the division is gonna be the Bills, and I think the Bills have a lot on their shoulders. I don't think they're contenders, though, because they just can't get healthy. But Josh Allen's so good, man. And if Von Miller's up and running, he's going to do so good for the Bills' defense. And I think they're going to take the division I think I mean, it's going to be the Dolphins or the Bills, you know? So that's my hot take. I know I put both of them on playoff teams, but it could be either or. So prove me wrong. Seahawks, I think the Seahawks are on the rise, but I think they're going to be a wild card team. Geno Smith, like, he did it, man. Like he proved everyone wrong. He proved everyone wrong last year, and I recognize that. You know, like he is a serviceable QB, but I don't know. I mean, the Seahawks, like, can you get past the first round as a playoff team? So I think they're okay. They're okay. Like, they'll do good in the division, but the 49ers are going to hurt them a lot. They're obviously going to beat the Cardinals. Whatever. This is my hot take, dude. I think the Lions are going to miss the playoffs again this year. I love the Lions. I love their head coach. Their head coach is, like, the coolest guy in the world. I just don't think that they're going to make it the playoffs. And you ask me why? Because Lions, dude. It is, like, in their blood. It is in the franchise. They just keep missing playoffs. And I hate to say it, I just don't think they're going to make it past the playoffs. So that's my hot take. Yeah, sorry, Lions fans. But I love you, though. You know, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong when I go back to this, like, 8 months from now. And the last team is going to be the Ravens. I'll be honest with you, I think the Ravens are going to be a probable playoff team. Because Lamar Jackson, like, he's legit. He has a chip on his shoulder. He just got the bag. And the AFC North right now is kind of weird. I mean, the AFC North is like what? Let's see. We got the Browns, Steelers, Bengals. I mean, yeah, maybe they're actually a playoff team because I think the Bengals were gonna, they're gonna take the division. So I tone it down just a little bit, put them as a playoff team. I know this is not mathematically right, but this is just my tier list. If I had to rank the tier. So guys, here we go. Super Bowl favorites: the Bengals, contenders, Chiefs, Eagles, playoff teams: Jaguars, Finns, Dolphins, Cowboys, 49ers, Bills, of course, potential wild card teams. I think these are teams who I think they're going to be in the playoffs. Miss the playoffs, these guys. Mediocre at best, these guys. Young but intriguing. I mean, Texans and the Panthers. And this is number one pick contention. And I think this is not too out of the normal. I think I'm putting a lot of, like, bets here on the Broncos in a way, but I am a Broncos fan, and I gotta root for my Broncos. So yeah, let me know if I'm in the comments if you think I'm wrong. Obviously, I appreciate y'all stopping by and checking out this video. And again, guys, I appreciate your time. It's your boy Kenny, and I wish you have a great night. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time, y'all. So, and I've been gone for a while, just been busy. You know what I mean? So, catch you next time, y'all. Take care.